2024. Okay, so on January 13th, we are going to have Mercury, ruler of the mental plane, ruler of information, communication, how it is that we express ourselves, re-entering into Capricorn energy. So let's rewind. First of all, we had Mercury move into Capricorn energy the first time around December 1st. And of course, we sat in that Capricorn energy, losing steam, of course, because Mercury was slowing down to prepare to retrograde. We retrograded December 23rd. We backtracked through the first 8 degrees of that Capricorn energy. We slipped back into Sagittarius energy. And then, of course, we went direct January 1st. So since January 1st, we have been working through the final degrees of Sagittarius energy. And on the 13th, we are going to knock on Capricorn's door once again, and we are going to enter into the space of Capricorn energy with a new set of eyes. So just to give you a little bit of a summary, of course, you can go back, listen to the forecast the first time around, but when Mercury's in Capricorn, we got our mind on our money and our money on our mind. To break it down, okay? We are thinking long term. We are thinking about our goals. We're thinking about what we want to accomplish, what we want to achieve, what we want to bring to life, what we want to create. We're in the year of 8. This is a time of integration. We have to allow the higher self to integrate with the lower level ego intellect in order for us to have a bigger, broader picture on what is possible for us when we tap into the highest vibration that we could possibly contain in our physical bodies at this time and start manifesting out of that Capricorn energy. It's a cardinal earth sign. We are reactive to the situation, to the circumstances, showing us where a major change, major transformation is needed. Then we are able to kind of orient ourselves to a new path, new direction. We're able to initiate whatever needs to be done in order to plan and strategize towards a new vision, towards a new dream, towards a new goal. We're very methodical. We are deliberate, we are calculated, we are a little bit more serious, somber, practical than normal, but it is needed in order for us to kind of cut the bullshit, to separate the fluff, the love and light away from the realistic, logical, practical, achievable, attainable goals that we are currently setting ourselves up to achieve. So of course, Mercury rules over our communication styles as well. And at this particular point, we are only speaking on things that actually matter. We are not speaking about our emotions, definitely not in this Capricorn energy. We are thinking about logical, practical tasks that need to get done, either to clear up the debris of the old, to clean the slate for this present moment, or to start building towards the new. We are business minded. We have to grow up in order to have the glow up. And we are definitely looking forward to a shift in our reality. The change has to start within us first and foremost. And we got to get our mind right. So the Capricorn energy takes the bouncing around, scattered brain type of focus that we had in Sag energy, those big visions, those big dreams, kind of pinball machine all over the place, ADHD, squirrel brain. The Capricorn energy gives it order. We have to put the chaos in order. We have to be able to structure it in a way that is actually going to build towards something great, something achievable, something obtainable. We definitely need to focus on where it is that we have to build better systems, better foundations, better routines in our lives, not only to keep us on track with our goals, but in order to support us in our growth, in our evolution, as we kind of build toward this creator energy where we're going to flip the script and we're going to now be in power and control of the situations and circumstances that we actually want to manifest. So there's a lot going on here, and especially seeing as we just had the new moon in Capricorn, this is essentially the timelines, the new version of self anchored in, integrated. Now we're building on a new foundation. Now we're gaining a little bit of clarity, and we are definitely ready to get to the point. Right? It's time to stop messing around, time to get our ducks in a row, time to get things in order if we stand a chance on actually manifesting, bringing to life, bringing to form, creating a situation, a circumstance that is a lot more favorable than some of the circumstances that we've been living in. So yes, there is going to be a change in our mental focus. There is a little bit of a negative Nancy, Debbie Downer type of mood and attitude that kind of takes over us. Thank you, Saturn, for that. But we do need to kind of go there in order to understand the challenges, the obstacles that we may be facing in trying to bring some of these visions to life. Now, thankfully, Capricorn energy perseveres. We're hell-bent, damn well and determined to see things through. Nothing's going to stop us, but we do have to kind of start from the bottom, work our way up, especially where narratives, where plans, where strategies are needing to be put in place. So again, the downside to this energy is that we could be a little bit too cold, too rigid in our thinking. We want to control everything. That's what the Capricorn energy is all about. The general foreman of the zodiac. Why would we not want to control every single thing that we actually had power and control over? And so although that may be a empowerment type of narrative and focus, there is a downside on being too rigid in our thinking, because when we have our sights set on a certain goal, we may miss the hints, the clues, the opportunities off in the peripheral to actually get to where it is that we're going in a much shorter, much more efficient kind of way. So it is going to be a struggle to keep an open mind with this particular Capricorn energy, but as long as we're kind of focused on the prize and we are a little bit more open-minded to at least observe what's going on either side of us as we hone into this vision, to this dream, to this goal, we're going to be okay. There's also a lot of coldness, a lot of rigidity in our communication style. We could hurt feelings because, of course, we are not emotional at all. We see everything like a business contract, and sometimes that can hurt other people's feelings. So we have to be a little bit more aware of that particular come off as well. And the tone in which we are using to communicate is very boss-like, and sometimes we can kind of meet a lot of resistance when other people think that we're trying to boss them around, control them, or manipulate them. So we have to just be a little bit aware of how we come off, how we come across, and in this particular perspective, have a little bit of, I'm going to say, open-heartedness to understand that people are going to come off to us that way as well. And that can be triggering and activating if we are all in a power struggle. And many of us are in this Capricorn energy, because again, the goal is to be empowered to take power and control back wherever it is that we can. So sarcasm is definitely going to be laid on pretty thick. That's how Capricorn energy kind of survives life, with the existential dread that Saturn, its ruler, kind of puts on that Capricorn energy. But nonetheless, we can make a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, a lot of jokes out of some not so great situations. And we use that dark humor to kind of get us through and to push us through and to kind of laugh at our misfortunes, because those misfortunes are the essential building blocks on how it is that we're going to flip the script and how it is that we're going to focus on what it is that we now want to set ourselves up to actually achieve.